Alright, today we're learning the song Going, Going, Gone, a song that Luke Combs wrote about all my money since I decided to move to Los Angeles. Really easy, sounds like this. That's basically the whole song, right? Now, some people might be turned off by the chords and be like, can I use a capo? No, you can't use a capo. This is ukulele. You can do this. It's actually not that bad. So the chords are ones that you don't often see a whole lot because, you know, the key of F sharp or G flat is something that people like to shy away from because some people think the chords are difficult. This is actually really easy, right? So here's going to be our first chord. This is going to be an F sharp major chord. All right, you already know a G major chord probably. Looks like this. 2, 3, 2 from the bottom. We're just going to move it back a fret. So I have 1 on the 4th string, 2 on the 3rd string, and then 1 on the 2nd string. Now we could do this as a bar chord like this, but we're just going to do it a little bit easier way, and then at the end I'll show you how to do it like maybe with like a full bar chord way, and then actually even do it down a half step to make it the absolute simplest way. So if these are too hard for you, just skip to the end, and then we'll do it the really easy way, alright? But anyways, this is F sharp major, okay? So the way we're going to play it is I'm going to get into that shape, and then I'm getting the 2nd string with my thumb, the 4th string with my pointer finger, and then the 3rd string with my pointer finger. So it's like a thumb, pointer, pointer, all right? That's just, we'll call that one bar, right? So after that, we're gonna go to an A sharp minor chord, and then this is, I'm just gonna bar the 1st fret, okay? So now, if bar chords are difficult for you, you can really just kind of jump around because we're doing everything one string at a time, so you can kind of change the pressure of where it is. But try to get that strength, pinch that bar chord, because it's a lot easier when you strum, right? We'll talk about a strumming pattern after we get through the next 2 chords. But we've got F sharp major to A sharp minor, then we're gonna go B major to C sharp major, which is gonna be the same shape, okay? So I got the 2nd fret and the 2nd fret on the 4th and 3rd string, and then my middle finger has the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So we're not playing that 1st string at all right now, okay? Again, later we'll talk about what to do with this, but this is all gonna be focused on the bottom 3 strings. All right, same picking pattern, 2, 4, 3, and then I'm gonna slide this 2 frets higher to get a C sharp major chord, okay? And when you slide it, if you can still get tone out of it, it sounds more like the guitar in the original version. So you can kind of hear that slide going. All right, so all together we got F sharp, A sharp minor, B, C sharp, okay? Try to do that as slow as you need to keep that tempo. And then if you want to strum it, you could strum it because usually in the song, even though the verse and chorus are the same chord progression, they're the same chords. So maybe if you are doing just like a solo version of it, maybe for the verses you could go. And then for the chorus, something like down, 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 up, down, up, 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 or count it. Counting it is always a better option. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 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 I'll link you to the lesson I did on like your first ukulele lesson because learning how to count is super, super important, and I go over that in that lesson. Also just want to say this is a Journey J-uke that they sent me, and these are on sale. They're half off. Usually they're $200, but for a limited time they're $99, so I do have an affiliate link in the description. Thank you to Journey Instruments and my man Joey for sending this uke over. All right, so that's basically the gist of the entire song, right? So let's quickly talk about the one break. We call this a bridge. There's one part near the end of the song, the last third of the song, that is a little bit different. We're going to introduce a D sharp minor chord, but we'll talk about it when we get there because we start with the B, right? Which now we're going to change the duration of how many bars we stay on it. Instead of just doing it 1 bar, we're going to stay on that B for 2 bars. All the chords are going to get 2 bars during the bridge. So B again to the C sharp. Now we've got this new chord. Okay, so here's D sharp minor. I like playing, there's different chord voicings you could do, right? But I like this one because it comes on the heels of those other chords. Basically, it's really just the 6th fret all the way down. In fact, this might look familiar because when we did that A sharp, it starts here. And if we go through the notes of the musical alphabet, A sharp, B doesn't have a sharp, so C minor, C sharp minor, D minor, D sharp minor. Okay, so really it's just these chords and then back to the C sharp. So 2 bars each, there's a 2nd bar. We're ascending through the chord scale, and then we go back to the C sharp. I like to kind of get at how the song goes, maybe do 1 bar with the pick, and then just strum the rest of them, okay? So if you do feel like your fingers are getting strong enough to try the full bar chords, you could do the 4-string version of all these chords. So instead of an F sharp like this, we play an F sharp like this, okay? So we're just adding the 3rd fret of that 1st string, and now we're getting 3, 1, 2, 1, like that, right? And then what you could do is maybe get like, mess around with the picking pattern to get something that you want to incorporate that. But again, I think these are much better for strumming, like something like that to go from that F sharp to that A sharp minor, right? So there's the F sharp major. You would just lift your middle finger up to get 3, 1, 1, 1, to get that A sharp minor. And then now, like before when we went from here, like this, the B major, we would just add your ring finger to the 4th fret to get B, and then C sharp, like that, okay? So you can use the bar chord, you know, if you're feeling up for it, but again, there's no shame in just doing it on the high strings because I think it sounds great, right? Now, a lot of times with a guitar it can be easier because you can use the capo and use easier chords. Like if you're looking at like a chord chart for the song, you might say capo on the 1st fret. The reason we're doing that is because it can be easier to take chords in different keys. Like for this one, it would be the key of F, right? So instead of using a capo on a guitar where you can easily transpose it, we could just play the song a half step down. So they kind of become easier chords to play. Instead of doing the bar chord, we could just do a regular F major chord, like this, 2 open, 1 open. And you can do the same thing, like same picking pattern if you want. And this is gonna go to an A minor, which would just be open. So here's the F, A minor. You could do B flat, like that. This would be like a B flat major chord or whatever. It's still the same thing conceptually, really, as here, but just a fret back. So I'm thinking of it as like 3, 2, 1, 1, and then a regular C major chord. See, just the 3rd fret, right? So that's a little bit easier because you can go. And again, you know, strumming it is just as simple. F, C, B flat, C. I said it's actually F, A minor, B flat, C. But challenge yourself to do it the right way because it's fun to play along with the song and it sounds great on ukulele and you're learning some new chords and you get some picking patterns down and you're doing great. So if you like this video, definitely subscribe and let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see, song requests or just lesson requests, and I will get back to you soon. Thanks a lot.